So I stumbled upon Action Coach, and I was a solo coach, not a business coach, just a maybe life coach. And I think the goal of building a firm, I'm aware that there are many other solo coaches out there. And I'm very curious about how you would recruit for employee business coaches.
Yeah, so when we first started, obviously the model was just replicating what I did, which was a solo coach doing all the work. What we learned along the way is that, and I take full ownership of this, I thought you needed to be the business owner to coach a business owner. What we learned, though, is that our team members, our coaches that we employ, often are better coaches than I am. The reasoning for that is I'm thinking about marketing and sales and running the organization, but my team members are literally only thinking about success for their clients. All day, every day, they're thinking, how do I help Mary or Bob or Joe achieve their dreams and outcomes type thing? And so they achieve a much better result. What I look to is, first of all, define your market that you're in. If your market has a lot of retail, obviously you're going to need people with a retail experience to help you with that. If your market's a lot of manufacturing, then you're probably going to want some coaches with manufacturing background, just so they understand that industry type thing. The second thing I would look at is what size is the business? Are you going to be running more 12-week programs where you need coaches that are more facilitators? Because it's management training or leadership training, or are you going to be running more one-to-one because you have more of that size business? If it's all a lot of small businesses, you're probably going to be running more group programs. Bigger businesses, you're probably going to need more high-level people that can do the one-to-one stuff. Now, we can grow them from young people who start with us, and we've done this all across the world. A lot of young people start with us in our marketing teams, learn enough, become a junior coach, and start facilitating group programs, and then do enough of that they become a one-to-one coach type thing. So we can grow them into that, or we can recruit people of that nature. So it's first of all doing that. The next thing you got to look at is, where are your gaps? Okay? You might be amazing at X, but you're no good at Y. Like, I'm great at coaching high D, dominant business owners. I am awful at coaching high C, detail-oriented business owners. I am awful at it. High I's that want to chat all day about, oh, Brad, how was your weekend? How's the family? How's this? And if I've got to do 10 minutes of that at the start of a coaching session, I want to beat myself to death at that point in time, right? I want to get on and go, okay, numbers, what are they? Let's go. I'm a high D coach. If I'm recruiting, I need to hire some high S's and high I's and that sort of thing. I'm a very auditory visual coach. I need to hire some kinesthetics on the team, so when we run membership day, there's someone that's going to hug the huggers. I'm not a hugger. You don't walk up to me at a conference and give me a hug. You walk up and give me a high five type thing, you know? It's that. So I'm looking at my nature and what do I need to build around me to build a great team. And that doesn't have to be your coaches. It could be your assistant. It could be your membership manager. You know, the membership manager has to be a high I relationship kinesthetic hugger. Oh my God, do they need to hug people? Yes, they need. Well, in my organization, because I don't. If you're a hugger, great. You don't need that person, all right? But you've got to balance, you've got to look at what you want and then come back to decide the type of person. Recruiting today is as much about marketing as it is about the actual role. So decide very clearly what is the role that you have available. What is it that you want? Then get very clear on that ad and that promotion. Now remember this, the majority of great employees already knew your company from somewhere. They're either on your database, they've been to one of your seminars, they were a client, they were a friend of a client, they're a friend of a friend. Social networks today are so important in recruiting, but you got to give them somewhere to go. You have to have a landing page for them to go and see the job, right? And often LinkedIn or any of those other sites gives you the landing page to send people to, but you've got to be really focused on referrals in recruiting today. They know you from somewhere, somehow. They might have even worked with you in the past. You probably know some people. Oftentimes, when I look at recruiting, I will ask the recruiters to go and find me the 10 best people in the country that could do that job. So that's the thing. The one thing you do not have to concern yourself with is finding great coaches to work in your organization. There are a million coaches out there who've gone and done training to become a coach that have not come to Action Coach, so therefore they don't understand how to build a business coaching business. See, you don't come here to Action Coach to learn how to be a business coach. What you come to us for is learning how to build a business coaching business. It's totally different. We can teach you in 3 days or 5 days how to be a business coach. That's real easy, in fact. Here's the system, follow the system. Every week, follow this script. Every 90 days, do this process with everybody. You do that, and you ask them the same questions every week, and everyone thinks you got to be super knowledgeable. No, you got to follow that dang system. Now, the more knowledgeable you are, the more value you add to that system. That's why our top coaches are thousands of dollars an hour to be your coach. Why? Because they've got the capital, not the knowledge capital, to be able to charge way more than the system. My system is worth this much per day or per client. On top of that, if you're a genius, you add this much value, then your prices are higher than our regular prices. Okay? Great question. Thank you.